So my name is Katina, and my husband and I just recently moved into a camper rather than where we were living before. And I'm gonna just kind of take you through on my journey of just so that other people know that there are other people that go through the same things that they go through. I'm 51 years old. I have 3 kids. They're all grown, and they, are out of the house and stuff. But, I struggle with different things. I have, a lot of health issues. I have, osteoporosis. I have arthritis, fibromyalgia, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, just different illnesses and stuff that I can't do anything about. And so, I struggle from day to day just doing regular day-to-day things. And it's okay if you struggle, because, that's part of what you have to go through every day. And, sometimes you get down and things get chaotic and like you're losing control of everything. You get really bad depressed because you're hurting and in pain a lot of times and stuff. And even if you have the best support system, which I do, I have sisters and a brother and kids and a husband that love me very much. They're there for me all the time and stuff, but you still kind of get in a funk, and things just kind of get how they are. Like right now, these are clean dishes, they're not put up, but my husband had washed them and stuff from supper last night and everything. And I've also for the past week I had COVID and strep, and I can tell you right now, when you have a lot of things wrong with you medically wise, whenever you catch even a cold or the flu or anything, it can get really, really bad really quick and stuff, and you'll have days that you can't even get out of bed, or it takes everything you have to get out of bed. And you just gotta pull yourself out. You're the only one really that can do it. You gotta pull yourself out of that. And everything's a struggle, but I wouldn't change my life for anything in the world. But for those of you that struggle with things like that and stuff, I'm just saying, hey, there's other people that go through the same things, and it's okay. We get down, but we gotta pull ourselves back up. So anyways, if I sound kind of weird, that's part of it. I look like crap, it's because of that. I got up, I'm not putting on makeup, I'm not getting all dressed up and everything. I'm down here in Southwest Louisiana. We got a hurricane coming. I'm sure y'all probably heard. And some of you may not have heard. I don't know. And I'm in a camper. Okay. Hurricane Category 1. I am a little further up north. But I'm still in Southwest Louisiana. I'm in Calcasieu Parish. So, I am a little further up on the north side. So Category 1, being in a camper, not too bad, Okay, this light flickers sometimes and it drives me crazy, and I could see it, and so I turned it off. Anyway, but Category 2, which is what this is supposed to be now, and depending on if this sucker decides to spin around, Francine dilly-dallying out there in the Gulf, and she decides to, I don't know, strengthen up and everything even more before she hits. She's already supposed to hit at a 2. Being in a camper, not so, no. No. I really don't want to stay the night during the hurricane in a camper. I do have family and friends and all that I can go to, me and my husband and everything. My kids live further south. Two of my kids actually live further south than any of us. And my nephew, the three of them share an apartment together. And, but they're coming further up north, staying with some family. Just be a little safer. My other son, he's still further south, but a little bit more up north than the other two kids. He's making sure that his wife and kids are safe and everything, and so I don't have to worry about my kids. My kids know they grew up down here. They know the ins and outs about hurricanes and stuff like that. They know what kind of supplies to get and everything. I'm sure they all got their cakes, their little Debbie cakes and their Cokes, and they probably got them, some bread and some lunch meat or something, or they may even cook something figuring, hey, I just heat it up, hey, whatever. They know to get them some water and stuff, because sometimes you just don't know. You get out of electricity. I've been out of electricity for like a couple of months from a hurricane before. So, it happens. You got your generator going, and that's fine. But whenever you ain't got water for 2 months, hey, that runs into a problem. You need some water. We got water out there, and you can go get it. But that water is nasty, and you don't want to be using it for stuff. So if something happens with your water plant or whatever, and you can't get your water or whatever and stuff, then hey, you need that bottled water. I don't trust this drinking water that we got. We buy bottled water anyway. I buy the gallon jugs to make like my tea and my Kool-Aid and stuff. Ooh, thank God that thing cut off. That thing was probably loud. Anyways, but I ain't gonna turn it off. It's too hot for that. So y'all have to deal with the sound. But I do have to go back to the store. I need to go get a couple of more snacks, and I need to get gas before people go buy up everything like like that's it, like they ain't never gonna see the store again. You're gonna still see the store. It's okay. Just get you a couple of things, save some stuff. You can go get it later. It's all right. Because around here, even if they ain't got electricity, sometimes they're still open it. If you got some cash on you, that's nothing. And you got a hurricane coming in and stuff, keep you a little bit of cash on you, because sometimes them stores open. Well, without electricity, you can't use that card. But if you got some cash, you can go in the store. Sometimes they'll open it, let a few people in at a time, go get you. They may limit you on what you can get, but you can go in, get you a couple of things and everything. You got some cash, you can pay for it and stuff, and you ain't got to worry about it. So, good tip. Keep a little bit of cash for just in case. Once everything starts happening, you don't want to go traveling off too much. Definitely don't want to go travel off too much. You're going to end up getting stuck on the side of the road. You don't want that. Because, people are getting gas for their generators and propane, things like that and stuff. So, they want their propane bottles filled. For one thing, if you're in a camper like me, you want your propane bottles filled. But some people, that's what they have at their house is propane. And usually they have it delivered in big things. But there's a lot of people that live like in campers, stuff like that, or they use propane for cooking, things like that, even at their house. But so you want to make sure you get that kind of stuff and everything, because everything close is going to start running out of that stuff. Yes, the gas stations will run out of gas. Trust me. We've had that happen. People be lined up at the gas station. If you ain't got electricity and they do let you pump some gas, it takes forever because you gotta let gravity pull it down. And let me tell you, that'll take forever. So pumps get slow, all that kind of stuff. Not only that, you ain't got electricity. Guess what? You ain't using your card at the pump. So keep that cash on you. Like I said, cash. Always have you a little bit with you. And also, I'm just going to say, keep yourself safe. People know you might be having cash if they see you around somewhere, because just in case the electricity out, you're going to need some cash to buy some stuff. Keep yourself protected. That's all I'm going to say. Most people down here in the South do. But, you know, hey, it's whatever. But yeah, we got to get ready for the hurricane. I got to get my camper cleaned up because, yes, that is true. For those of you wondering, do people in the South really say, I got to get my house cleaned up because a hurricane's coming? Yes. Yes. You do not want that hurricane passing through and your house to be messy. No. You want your house clean. You want your laundry done. You want everything ready and stuff for when that hurricane comes. And I know it probably sounds funny to some people, but if you're going to go days without electricity or you don't have water or whatever and stuff, well, you know, hello, you don't want to be having to waste it, what little bit you do have that you did get. You don't want to be wasting it with having to wash some dishes and stuff that you shouldn't have had to wash, because you should have had that washed before the hurricane come through. Now you're going to waste your water that you may need to drink or something to wash some dishes that you should already had done. Not only that, you may go a while you can't wash no clothes. So, you know, you want your laundry done up and stuff, or just in case. Another thing, you may have water, but you may not have hot water. You know, while taking a shower, depending on how the weather is, a lot of times it's like, you know, close to 100 degrees or whatever and stuff. So you ain't minding too much the cold shower if you've been without air all day. You know, if you've been outside working. My husband works outside. And let me tell you what, it's hot. It's 100 something degrees, he's still working outside. And so he comes in, he ain't got no hot water. He's good with it. He needs to cool down anyway, you know. They do have places for the other hurricanes that came through. I actually worked at a hospital, and we had it was for Hurricane Laura and stuff. We had laundry trucks, and we had the they brought in the trailers that had the showers and stuff, and so we were actually able to, you know, you could bring, whenever you went to your shift, you could bring one load of laundry with you, go do your laundry and stuff. And you know, other than that, you know, you washed your clothes at home. We had one of the a canopy. I'm assuming y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, it got kind of mangled up during the hurricane, so of course the top of it came off and ripped and everything and stuff. We threw that away, but we kept the frame, and even though the frame was bent up a little bit, we kept it out, stretched out and everything, and we washed clothes inside in the sink, and then we would go hang them out on that frame from that canopy, you know, with them bars coming down and all around and stuff. It worked perfect. That, you know, we just hang our clothes over it, because I didn't have a clothesline over there. And you know, we would just hang our clothes on there to dry. You know, and it worked perfect. So, you know, gotta use what you got. Also for Laura, we had bought a half a cow. We went in with my sister, and we had just got all of our meat and everything and had it in our deep freeze. So our husbands made sure that they could come right back I mean, just as soon as they got daylight after the storm, to come hook generators up to our freezers and stuff and make sure that we didn't lose our meat. So we were going to eat. We had propane bottles, we had charcoal and stuff. And hey, before I let a freezer full of meat go bad, that I'll take the whole thing, throw it on a pit or whatever and stuff, and I'll feed everybody that I can find around. Now, that is one good thing about Southern people. Whenever you got hurricanes and stuff, you know, people ain't gonna let their food go bad that they got in their freezers. They gonna cook it, and they gonna give it to whoever wants some, because they'd rather somebody eat it than to have to throw it away. And that happens and stuff. After Laura, I was so thankful for the people. People were just sat out on corners here and there, and they were just sitting out there, and they would cook something, and you could just stop and get you a plate lunch or whatever and stuff. They didn't have, no stores were open. Whenever we tell people this, you don't understand. Like, literally, there is nothing open to go buy anything. And most of the stores, when they do open, they don't have no more, like, cold foods. You know, all of that done ruined from the hurricane, if the freezers went out and stuff. So, you know, the thing is you're not going to just go, you know, buy all this food when the stores open back up. They don't have it. And if the trucks can't get through to come deliver stuff and everything, you still ain't going to have it. And not only that, they don't want to stock up too much if their electricity isn't on yet, because there's a chance of it ruining, you know. So, it's kind of hard to come by stuff like that. So people that come and set up and cook and everything, and they'll, you know, a lot of times they'll do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And hey, we did that. You know, you just pass, you see somebody with a little canopy fixing some plate lunches, you stop, they ask you how many you need. You get your plate lunch. You tell them thank you. I appreciate it so much. You don't know what's in that box. You don't know who made it. You don't know who it come from. You don't know, you know, you ain't worried about, are they clean? Are they this? Are they that? Or whatever. When that's all you got, that's all you got. You know. And before anybody says anything, yes, they do have, like, the Army and stuff, and National Guard and all that. They will set up and they will give out, like, MREs, tarps, ice and stuff at first. They definitely do that. But you gotta realize there's a lot of people. Even if people evacuate, they coming back as soon as they can, because they gonna get their stuff, you know, taken care of, checked on and everything. First thing everybody wants to do, get back home, let me see how my house is. Let me see if I had any leaks. Let me see if my roof came off anywhere, or whatever the case may be. I mean, make sure nothing fell on my house, and, you know, all that. So, and not only that, you got cleanup to do. Like, you know, I need to get this down because the hurricane has done got it hanging over or whatever and stuff. So the wind gets too bad, it's gonna knock it down on my house. So it's like, you know, you got work to do. You need to get that moved off of there and get it cleared out the way so it don't land on your house. Not only that, a lot of times when they come to inspect your houses and stuff, like, if you ain't there, they ain't coming. Or they gonna come, they gonna inspect it from the outside. Sometimes the outside looks good. You go inside and it's a whole nother story. We had that happen after Rita. We had to drive 8 hours. We drove all night long to make sure that we were home for the inspectors to come look, because they couldn't look in the inside unless somebody was there. And it was a good thing we did, because our house from the outside looked perfectly fine. You went inside and the entire house had leaked because a tornado went over and it pulled the roof up and then dropped it back down. So everything got, the globe in the closet and stuff over the light was full of water. So you can't see that stuff from the outside. So if they just come and look from the outside because you ain't there, well, guess what? Then that's all they gonna help you with, is what they see. I didn't see much, so that's it. So you gotta be where you can hurry up, and people wonder, well, you ain't got no electricity, and you ain't got this, and you ain't got that. No stores are open. Why are you trying to rush to get back in there? That's why. And not only that, you got people that just don't evacuate for whatever the reason. Some of them, they just don't have nowhere to go, and they don't want to get stuck in one of these crazy places. You see where, like, all these people, and you always got that one nutcase that's going to go crazy in there, going to go try to steal everybody's stuff, or want to try to rape somebody or kill somebody or something, want to try to be fighting and everything, people stealing your stuff and everything. Yes, that kind of crap goes on and happens in those places. So people are scared of them. They don't want to go to them. Not only that, but they just be putting you on a bus and bring you somewhere. You don't even know where you're going. And then next thing you know, you so many states away. And it's like, well, yeah, I got to get back home. Now I got to try to figure out how to get back home, because they get you over there, but they ain't worried about trying to get you back. So a lot of people don't like to do that stuff. So if they ain't got nowhere to go, or they don't have the money to get out of there, or, whatever the case may be, but they just going to ride it out. They get their mattresses and stuff. They be hiding up in the bathroom and stuff, and, wherever they need to go, but, they ain't evacuating. That's all there is to it. And that does happen. So people want to get back, and they want to check on people that didn't leave and stuff, So hurricanes are a big deal. You got a lot to get... Now, I don't have no little kids at home, but used to, yes, it was a fight to keep them kids out of them snacks. That's hurricane snacks. You can't, look, they were wanting to eat them up before the hurricane even hit. Well, the hurricane gonna come, we ain't got no more snacks, because y'all are trying to eat all the stuff before the hurricane even got here. That does happen. That's why you see people make fun of it, but, because it's a real thing. But, yeah, so we gotta get ready on this hurricane. I do need to go get a little bit of gas and a couple of more snacks. And then I gotta get home, and, I need to get this cleaned up and stuff. My husband and I are still unsure of what we gonna do. Like, where we gonna go, stuff like that. I got my little dog, Prince. He's a little miniature schnauzer, but I love him to death. But I'm gonna tell you right now, he's a little bit of an asshole. He don't like most people. When he sees other people or other animals, he goes crazy. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Look, he knows what I'm talking about, because as soon as I said that he does that, he turned around and looked at me. But anyways, but I do have some family that he knows them pretty well and stuff. They stay with us a lot and everything, and I know they won't mind if we bring him. But like I said, I had been sick, so I'm kind of reluctant on staying with anybody. I am on the upside of it, no fevers, nothing like that. I still got all of this up in here and stuff, so I still sound a little funky, but you just never know. And you don't want to go get somebody sick somewhere else, But I do have people, even though they know that I'm sick, I've got family and stuff that's like, I don't care if you're sick or not, and you can bring your crazy dog. We'll figure it out, But I don't know. Me and my husband, we're going to see, he's at work right now. He's going to work till about noon, and then he'll come home, and then we'll figure out, kind of keep an eye on this storm a little bit. As long as it stays, okay, I don't like a lot of the north, south, east, west, okay. As long as it stays on the right side of me, I'm good. I don't want it on the left side of me, and I don't want it directly at me. So it looks like it's going to be on the right side, which is a little plus for us. Depending on if it gets up to a 3, we definitely are not staying in the camper whatsoever. We will go someplace else. One thing, make sure you always have insurance. Everything is insured. I don't want nothing to happen to it because this is my home. I live in this camper full time. This is not just a because I want to make some videos, or I just want to show people or prove to people that I can live in a camper and it's fun and I can do it for this long. No, we moved into this camper because my husband does construction and pipeline work. He travels off to places and stuff. When my kids were younger, we always kept 2 households. Down here, me and my kids, and then we also had to pay for wherever my husband was staying. And you do make good money, but when you're paying for 2 households, I wouldn't say that you're banking all this money by doing that. I told my husband if he had to travel off some more, that since all of our kids are grown and everything, that I would travel with him. So I left my job that I had in healthcare, and we got a camper. We moved into the camper, and of course, as usual with construction stuff, because you never know, the job got pushed back or whatever, and so we're still here, but we're not traveling off right at this moment. But we're still living in the camper. This is, my full-time home. And so I'm working on trying to make do like that. It's fine for just me and my husband, but, I had a lot of stuff. I still have a lot of stuff. I have a storage building that I actually want to get rid of, that, it is jam-packed to the top with stuff. And I'm learning of what I can fit into the camper and what I can't fit into the camper, and how things are going to work best and everything. And so it's a little bit of a challenge, but I'm getting it and stuff, and we're getting through with it. And but anyways, so yeah, if it gets up to a 3, we are not going to stay in this camper. I don't want nothing to happen to it, because it does have all my belongings in it. This is my home. So of course, I don't want to lose it, no matter what the case. But, I don't think we're gonna, people say, why don't you just hook on and pull off? That all sounds great. But when you live in here full time and everything, there's a lot of stuff to do to be able to just hook on and pull out. And that's what I've been trying to work my way around and figure out and everything, the best possible way to do like the storage and everything, so that if we do need to hook up and go, then it's not so much of a, I don't have to take all this time to do all this stuff and everything just to get it ready to move. But anyway, come on. Anyway, so that's why we don't just hook on and pull out. There's a lot of connecting, disconnecting, and making sure of everything and stuff. If this thing gets to a 3 or above, that is something that we may possibly do. It'll be a mad rush trying to get it ready and everything, but I mean, when you gotta do what you gotta do. As long as it stays at 2, we're a little further up north, then we should be good. like I said, we may not stay in it. We may go stay somewhere else. But yeah. So I'm gonna check on this hurricane situation and everything. And thank you, Jesus. I'm feeling a little better today. That I can actually, get up and do things. I tried to do stuff yesterday, and I ended up having a nosebleed and everything, and I had to keep stopping. So, but yeah, we're gonna try to. Hopefully that don't happen today, and we're gonna try to get everything ready. I will see y'all back in a little while. I'll show y'all a few little things that I do and everything. A few products and stuff that I like to use, and just to let those people out there that suffer with a lot of things that I suffer with and everything, that hey, we can band together, we can uplift each other and everything, and say, hey, we can do this, we got this. We pull each other up out of our little funk, and hey, it's gonna be okay. So I'll see y'all later.